Clothes pegs. Clothes pegs. A master woodcarver making clothes pegs.
Grumble, grumble. Let's have a bit of peace and quiet. That's what I say.
Who used to be renowned the length and breadth of Italy for the exquisite tracery of his rude screens? Eh? Well, tell me that, Cricket.
I'm sure I'd never guess.
Geppetto! That's who.
Well. You do surprise me, you do.
Why, 12 years ago in Genoa, I carved a rose so delicate and fine. A honeybee alighted on it.
Yes, so you told me once. Or was it twice?
Hard times, they say. Not much money about, they say. Come back next year, they say. I might as well be dead. No one would miss me.
Very true. Glad to see the back of you.
Be kind to the spirit of the wood. That's what my old master used to say. Be kind to the spirit of the wood. And the spirit of the wood will repay you 100-fold.
In a forest of 1,000 trees, is it necessary to freeze?
What's that got to do with it, you stupid insect?
Nothing at all, you stupid man. The fire's going out.
Huh?
What rubbish the man talks. Fiddle-faddle. The spirit of the wood, indeed.
So it was you who called me.
Hey, what? Who's there?
I am the fairy of the woods and trees, and it's really quite inconvenient at the moment. I was right in the middle of my baking.
It's nothing to do with me. The old fool who lives here, he's the one who called you. Geppetto, his name is.
Where is he then? People have no consideration at all.
That's right. No thought for others, and me catching me death of cold.
Does he live here all alone?
No, there's me, more's the pity.
No family? Who's that?
Son, only son, dead.
Oh, dear. The poor man. How lonely he must be.
Lonely is as lonely does. It's his own fault. Keeps himself to himself. Shh! Here he comes.
Why, it's the woodcarver. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. He looks so cold and so sad. His heart is shivering. I can see it. Oh, if only there was something I could do for him.
Don't waste your time.
What's that?
I have no power over anything but trees, you see. Trees and things of wood. If only I could... Wait a moment. Yes, of course. Oh, now, where did I put my...
What, you lost something?
The axe. The fire's too low. Never burn up with logs as thick as those.
You know, I'd lose my wings if they weren't stuck fast. Shut it. Go. Now then.
You're tickling!
Who said that?
Now you've done it.
Just look at the grain on that log, Cricket. Fine piece of wood, this. A man could do something with such a grain.
Yes. That's it, Geppetto.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Of course! That's it! I can't think why I didn't think of it before. Stupid, quite stupid.
Haven't I always said?
I shall make a puppet. Do you hear that, Cricket? A beautiful puppet that will dance a little jig, turn somersaults. Why, together we could earn a loaf of bread and a bottle of wine anywhere in the world. And Cricket,
What now?
I shan't be lonely anymore.
Very satisfactory.
Oh, it'll lead to trouble, you'll see.
Now, why should it?
Everything always does. And you better get back to your baking.
Good heavens, my cakes! And Her Majesty coming for tea.
See what I mean?
Pine. I shall call him Pinocchio.
What a ridiculous name. Cutting its head off.
Keep out of this, you abominable cricket.
Only trying to help. You wait till you've done its mouth.
Stop that! Stop it! Will you stop it? Pinocchio, are you trying to be naughty before I've even finished you?
Not bad, I suppose. Not too bad, Geppetto.
Pinocchio!
Lie them down! More trouble!
Pinocchio! Oh, Pinocchio. My boy. Can't you walk? Try. Try. That's it. That's it. Go on. Go on, Pinocchio. That's it. That's my boy.
Crowned heads of Europe have clamored for the return of Zapparelli the Great, but Zapparelli has refused them. No, no, your most excellent highnesses, I say. You can keep your gold, I say. You can keep your bags of jewels. Nothing shall prevent me from keeping my promise to return to my friends. My dear, dear, dear friends. Hey, you! Get out of here, you little brat! Go on! Up you go! Go on, boy!
Me! Ow!
And so, my friends, at 3 o'clock this afternoon, weather permitting, you will be accorded the inestimable, nay, the ineffable privilege on payment of only 4 paltry copper coins. Hey, you there! What do you think you're doing?
Pinocchio, you were very, very naughty to run away like that. I was so afraid. I thought you'd left me.
There's a thing out there, like me. Not like you, like me.
Must you shout so? I'm trying to get a bit of sleep.
What am I? Why aren't you like me?
Well, you see, I'm a man, and you're a puppet.
What's a man?
Oh, if only I knew.
Well, were you a puppet once?
No, I was a boy. It's a real boy.
But I'm real too. I feel real, and I'm a boy.
Well, of course you are. A wooden boy. A real puppet, but not a real boy, Pinocchio.
I want to be a real boy. Ah, my God, I'd be a real boy.
It's no good asking me questions. I don't know the answer. Pinocchio, listen to me.
Now, will you keep still?
I know what we'll do. We'll send you to school. School.
What's school?
Well, that's where you can learn the answers to all the questions in the world.
Do real boys go to school?
Oh, of course, lots of them, all together. And they have books with pictures and print, and they play together. I'll make you a pencil box.
What's that?
Oh, a nice wooden box with lots of colored pencils to write and draw things with, and an India rubber.
What's that?
Well, to rub out when you make mistakes.
I shan't make mistakes.
Yes, you will.
Oh, all right then. I'll go to school.
Oh, good boy.
I want those pencils.
Yes, you shall have them.
I want them now.
Well, Pinocchio.
Now.
Pinocchio, I can't buy them for you now.
Why not?
Well, I haven't got any money, Pinocchio.
Well, you said I could go to school with my pencils and my pencil box.
Well, in a day or two when I've earned some money.
I want it now. No, 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 no. I'll run away again.
Fat chance.
Always at the most inconvenient times.
Oh, it's you again, is it?
What do you want now?
Oh, I told you there'd be trouble. Not satisfied to be a real live puppet. Wants to be a real boy.
Oh, no.
Human beings are just the same. Start them off, mucky little animals, not much different from kittens or puppy dogs. And before you can say divine discontent 3 times quickly, they're up wanting to be saints and such with their own key to God's private drawing room.
And me late already for H.M.'s ball. Well, young man, is this true? Do you want to be a real boy?
Yes, please.
Oh, bless the lad. Like a slice of bread and honey. Well, there's nothing I can do to help you. If you want to be a real boy, it's up to you. You'll have to do it yourself.
How?
Well, that's for you to find out, isn't it? You might start by doing what your father tells you.
Who's my father?
Why, Geppetto, of course. He made you.
Well, what's that?
That's rain.
I don't like it.
Ah, here comes Geppetto now. Ooh, he'll be so cold and wet. Now, you be good to him, Pinocchio. Do you hear me? Goodbye.
Wait. Father!
my dear Pinocchio. My son. I've got some money for you. Now, you can go and buy your pencils as soon as the rain stops.
Where's your coat, Father?
My coat? Oh, that's my coat, but I sold it.
Sold it? Why?
Well, it was too hot. Yes, too hot. A very heavy coat it was.
4 whole pennies. I'm sure I can get lots and lots of pencils for that. 1 penny, 2 penny, 3 penny, 4. Never, ever, ever had a penny before. Red pencil, yellow pencil, green pencil, blue. Colors of the rainbow, I'm coming for you. 1 penny, 2 penny.
Oh, it's you again, is it?
I know I'm not a crowned head of Europe, or even one of your friends, but I should like to be accorded your ineffable privilege, if you please, sir.
Want to see the show, do you?
Yes, please.
Want to see Harlequin dance?
Yes, please.
4 pennies.
4 pennies?
4 pennies.
Oh, but I couldn't give you these because 4 pennies. My friend! Harlequin, remember me? I'm Pinocchio, your friend. I'm going to be a real boy, Harlequin. Come with me and you can be a real boy too. To let those strings control your life is just a foolish habit. If you've a chance to cut the threads, it's only sense to grab it, grab it, grab it. You can be free and stop your dancing if you choose to stop it, or choose to dance and keep your strings and always be a puppet, puppet, puppet. Come with me, Harlequin. Harlequin!
Hey, you! You there! You! What are you trying to do? Ruin me? If I ever catch you near my show ever again, I'll chop you up for firewood to cook my Sunday dinner. Now, get out of here!
Poor little Pinocchio. What is it? What's the matter? I can't understand a word.
I thought I'd found a friend, but he turned out to be only a lump of wood. And I can never go to school now and learn to be a real boy, and everything's gone wrong.
Did you remember what I suggested and do what your father told you?
Oh, yes. He gave me 4 pennies, you see, to buy some pencils. And so I went out and...
Yes?
Well, you see, as I was walking down the path, 4 bears jumped out at me. And they were going to eat me up. So I had to give them a penny each to make them go away.
What sort of bears were they? Black bears? Brown bears?
One was red, and one was yellow, and one was green, and one was blue. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at your lies.
Well, how do you know I'm lying?
Well, you see, there are two sorts of lies. Lies with short legs and lies with long noses. Yours just happen to have long noses.
And Father sold his coat to get those pennies, and
Yes, let me see. I think the nose first. Come on, stand up straight, Pinocchio. And do please stop that dreadful caterwauling. I can't hear myself think. That's better.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll never tell lies again. Never, 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 never.
Well, I'm very pleased to hear that. Now then, let's see what next. Oh, yes. Leaves, I should think.
What do you want leaves for?
A present for Geppetto.
I don't think he wants any leaves. He's got lots and lots of leaves in the forest. He doesn't really need them.
Be quiet and watch. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 pennies. 4 gold pennies.
Now you must take them to your father. He's on his way to an inn. It's called the Red Lobster. Just down that path, please. Geppetto's gone to look for work so that he may have money to send you to school. Now, goodbye, Pinocchio.
Goodbye. This is a day for dancing and singing, for gold can be plucked like a leaf from a tree. Good fortunes come and soon we'll be bringing you life for Geppetto and me. This is a day to make our beginning. The world's brand new, as you can see. For now at last Pinocchio's winning. Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah for Geppetto and me!
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, hello.
And whom have I the honor of addressing?
I'm Pinocchio.
Federico Fox at your very good service. Allow me to present my esteemed colleague, Cavaliere Cat.
Your most humble servant.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cat.
One moment, young sir, one moment.
One moment.
But I have to find my father.
Far be it from me to restrain such faithful filial feelings. A good turn of phrase, don't you think? Note the alliteration. Yes, faithful filial fidelity might be even better despite the tautology.
Tautology.
But I must hurry. I might miss him.
You might miss the investment opportunity of a lifetime.
A lifetime.
Investment up. I don't know what you mean.
I'm offering you an exceedingly beneficial percentage on your capital.
I still don't understand.
We want your money, stupid little moron.
Stupid little moron.
Oh, I couldn't give you my money. I'm taking it to my father.
And so you shall, ultimately. My, what an admirable boy this is, Mr. Cat.
Admirable. Truly admirable.
I'm sure your father will be the first to understand. A token stake in our little scheme, say, 5 gold pieces.
I've only got 4. Look,
Yes, and what are your present intentions with regard to your little nest egg?
I haven't got an egg.
No, what are you going to do with the money?
Oh, I'm going to buy my father a lovely new coat with silver buttons because he sold his old one for me. And then I'm going to buy myself some colored pencils.
Buy yourself what?
What?
Some pencils. I'm going to be a real boy, so I have to go to school to learn how.
Go to school?
School?
Yes, I'm going to learn to read and write.
Oh, dear me, dear me. You obviously have no idea what they do to you at school.
Do?
Yes. They teach you. Why, I have known boys who have been taught into a veritable stupor. Heads stuffed so full of teaching, they might as well have been made of wood.
Made of wood.
Oh.
Oh, no, 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 no. Listen to the voice of experience. Never go to school.
Quack! Take care, take care! Back talk, back talk! Ah!
What was that?
That? Oh, just a bird. Now, Pinocchio, you say you want to learn how to become a real boy.
Oh, yes.
And grow up to be a real man.
Oh, yes, please. Can you tell me?
Simplicity itself, my dear fellow.
There it is again.
What?
That noise.
Oh, pay no attention. The wood is full of noises. Have you ever been to the big city?
No.
Real men everywhere, driving about in splendid carriages, living in magnificent mansions. And do you know what makes them real?
No.
Why? All the money they have. And the more they have, the more they want, so they can feel more and more real. Why, some of them have more than 1 million gold pieces like yours. Well, face facts, Pinocchio. You can't be very much more real than 1 million gold pieces, now can you?
But I've only got 4.
Precisely. My word, the lad is sharp.
So what can I do? Please tell me, Mr. Fox.
Have you ever heard of the Wood of Wonder?
Wood of Wonder?
No.
Do you know what happens there?
No.
It's magic.
Yeah, magic.
You take those 4 gold coins of yours, and you dig a little hole in the ground, and you plant them just like flowers. Then you go away, and you don't look for just half an hour. And when you come back, there's a tree growing where you planted the money, and the branches of the tree are hung with gold pieces. Hundreds of them. Thousands.
Thousands.
I'd have all that money, like the men in the big city, the real men.
Well, isn't that what you want?
Oh, yes, yes.
Come along, then. We'll take you there this minute.
Yes, but I
What's the matter, Pinocchio? Come along now, hurry.
ought to go to my father.
Later.
Later.
Well, all right.
Splendid.
No, I can't. Thank you very much, but I must go to father first.
Oh, very well. As you wish, but I warn you, Pinocchio, we are very busy. It's now or never.
Oh, never.
No, thank you. I must go to father. Goodbye.
So, times are hard, are they? You're going to have to tell me about that. And if you want to drink any of my wine, you'll have to show me the colour of your money. No, no, you don't understand. I was just looking at your ensign outside there. It's very old, isn't it? That's not so old. No, but it's not really good enough for this beautiful inn. I was thinking what you really need is a carved sign, not just painted.
Father?
Yes, yes, my boy, wait a moment. A nice sign carved in wood. Oak, say.
Father, look.
Just be quiet a moment, Pinocchio. I can just see that sign, landlord. A beautiful lobster, intricately carved, with the claws and the shell and the eyes.
Father, please.
Pinocchio, do stop bothering me. I'd even do a little bit of the carving free first to show you the quality of the work. It'd be good, I assure you. No! Oh, please. I've got no work. I said no. Please, no work. And I've got Pinocchio here to support. Pinocchio? Pinocchio?
Lots and lots and lots of it. Pots and pots and pots of it. Money for you, money for me, money for 3 on the golden tree. Gold, gold, gold. Sacks and sacks and sacks of it. Stacks and stacks and stacks of it. Money for you, money for me, money as far as the eye can see. Gold, gold, gold. Lots and lots and lots of it. Pots and pots and pots of it. Money for you, money for me, money for 3 on the golden tree. Has he come back?
What? Oh, it's you. Is it really necessary to make such a racket?
Has Pinocchio come back?
See for yourself. Can't you close the door?
Not a sign of him, but the watchman said yes.
Good witness. Puppets are born to trouble. Using the term born somewhat loosely, perhaps.
Now, the watchman in the village said he thought he'd seen a little boy with 2 figures far off to the west. Well, I'm going after them.
Ah, there's no fool like an old fool.
Let's see, food in case he's hungry.
Oh, yes, yes. Better take a shawl. Poor little Pinocchio will be so cold.
You're in your dotage at last. He's made of wood. And speaking
Now,
of
if
wood,
he should come back, tell him to wait here. You understand? Wait here. Oh, poor little Pinocchio.
I'm not your servant. Better treated if I were. Might get some wood on the fire.
Will the golden tree make me rich enough to be really real? I mean, do you think 4 gold pieces will be enough?
Let us hope so. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished. What is it?
Why don't we and just take it? But why don't we?
Pinocchio! Loath as I am to admit my ignorance, I have some doubts as to whether this track is indeed leading us to the Wood of Wonder.
We've not lost our way.
Perhaps not. Would you be so good as to ascertain whether round the next corner there is in view a large stone cornucopia, some 2 miles high?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, go and have a look, boy.
All right.
Well,
You remember what the judge said? Next time, 20 years. He's got to give us the gold of his own free will.
but we've been walking all night.
So he can't go running to his home, can he? You'll never make a master of crime, Cat. You've no patience.
No food neither. I'm hungry.
A little sustenance wouldn't come amiss, I quite agree.
Eh?
So am I.
What?
I'm hungry!
Really? So am I.
Well, Pinocchio, what did you see?
Trees. There's nothing but trees.
Excellent, excellent. Conclusive proof of the correctness of our route.
Food.
Yes, as my friend and colleague reminds me, we must consider the inner animal. You don't happen to have a slice of game pie secreted about your person?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Or a couple of fat capons stuffed with herbs?
Oh, fish.
Or as the eloquent Mr. Cat says, fish. A soupçon of smoked salmon, perhaps, with lemon and black pepper. Not forgetting the brown bread and butter sliced wafer thin.
I haven't any food at all.
No, pity, pity. Oh, if only we had some money. How remiss of me. Our poor young friend Knight is starving, and the remedy is simple.
Simple.
Is it?
Of course. Just give Cat one of your gold pieces, will you, dear fellow?
To buy food with?
A potential double first, this lad. Yes, dear boy, to buy food with.
To buy food with.
No.
Nope.
No?
3 gold pieces might not be enough to plant. I must become a real boy, and if it needs 4 gold pieces, I can't spend any of them, can I?
The impeccable logic of the true philosopher.
A true philosopher.
Wait! Mr. Cat, stand by for action, if you'll forgive the military turn of phrase. Our deliverance approaches. Quick! Ready?
Ready.
Good morning, madam. And a beautiful morning, too.
Is it?
So it seems, madam, to 2 poor veterans of the late wars in the north, one of whom, and modesty forbids me to specify which, sustained a severe leg wound, saving the life of his comrade in arms and near...
Money you're after.
I must admit.
I haven't got any.
Food, perhaps?
All I've got is 2 small apples, and they're for our breakfast. My poor old husband and me. And I've had to walk 5 miles to get these.
Apples for breakfast? How delicious! How very generous of you.
Generous.
You've eaten my apples.
Off you go, my good woman. Mustn't keep your husband waiting.
That was all the food we had.
Goodbye!
Oh, scoundrels, I should tell the police.
I'm hungry too.
Which is why I have saved the best bit for you, my boy.
Oh.
But enough of this gormandizing. We waste time. Now, Pinocchio, you must be very, very tired.
Oh, I am, but it doesn't matter.
No, you must rest those weary wooden limbs. Just hand over your gold pieces, and Mr. Cat and I will go ahead and plant them for you in the Wood of Wonder.
Wonder.
Oh, but
And then, by the time you join us, the golden tree will have grown, and you can spend a glorious day picking thousands of golden coins from those happy branches.
Oh, no. I must plant them myself if I'm to become a real boy.
I am beginning to come round to your way of thinking, Mr. Cat. Wait! I have a plan. A safer plan. Pinocchio, I had hoped to conceal this from you, but circumstances forced my hand. The next leg of our itinerary is very, very dangerous. Have you heard of assassins?
Assassin.
What's assassins?
Assassins, my boy, are murderers and thieves. They lurk in the trees, dressed all in black, and leap out upon the unwary traveler with dreadful cries.
Oh, I don't think I'd like that.
Not an experience to relish, I quite agree.
What do they shout?
Boo! You see, you're all on edge. You're in no fit state to meet an assassin. Oh, what are we going to do? I know. Mr. Cat and I will go on ahead to make sure the way is clear. How's that?
Would you really? Oh, you are brave.
Yes, we are, aren't we? Off you go, Cat. We'll soon be back, my boy.
Bye. Money for you. Money for me. Sacks and sacks and sacks of it. Oh.
Pinocchio! Pinocchio!
Go. Pinocchio. Pinocchio.
Lots and lots and lots of it.
Can't you think of anything but that wretched gold, Pinocchio?
How can I see you? I've got my eyes closed.
You're asleep and dreaming.
Dreaming?
I'm just a picture inside your head.
Oh.
I thought you were going to give those coins to your father.
Oh, I am. I just thought I'd go for a walk first.
Oh, Pinocchio.
Why isn't my nose growing longer?
Because you're only dreaming. But that was a lie, wasn't it?
You don't want me to become a real boy. I've found out how, like you said, but you don't want me to.
Of course I do.
Why are you crying?
I'm crying for you, Pinocchio. And for Geppetto, too. Didn't you stop to think how upset he'd be?
He didn't want me. He wouldn't listen.
He's been looking for you all night. Of course he wants you. He loves you.
I don't know what love means.
When you love someone...
And I don't want to know.
Oh, Pinocchio.
I don't like you anymore. Go away.
This is your dream.
You mean I can choose not to dream you?
Whatever happens, it's always your own choice.
Go. Go. Go.
That's one of them.
Are you sure, old woman?
He was one of the gang. I'd know him anywhere.
How?
Well, he's made of wood, isn't he?
So it would seem. And did the other two have any distinguishing characteristics, as we say in our profession?
Not really. Just an ordinary fox and cat.
Frederico Fox and Cavaliere Cat, two of the most notorious scoundrels at large. but we'll soon have him beyond path again.
I can't stand around watching you play policeman. I've got to find some more breakfast for my old man.
Well, what, Sarge? Well, I can't interrogate the witness while he's asleep, can I?
Oh, no, Sarge.
Then wake him up, Constable!
Yes, Sarge. Hey, you. Wake up.
Oh, please, don't murder me, Mr. Assassin!
Mr. Assassin, now do I look like an assassin?
Well, no, I suppose you don't. Mr. Fox said they were dressed all in black.
I just want to ask you a few questions, that's all. Just a matter of routine, sir.
But I don't know any answers. I haven't been to school, you see.
Now, this Mr. Fox, friend of yours, is he?
Oh, yes, he's my best friend. Apart from Mr. Cat, of course.
I see. Make a note of that, Constable.
Are they friends of yours, too?
Well, you could say that, yes. Very old friends. Now, did you see this, Mr. Fox, take some fruit from an old woman?
Oh, yes. Wasn't it kind of her to give it to him?
And where are the two animals now?
Oh, they went that way, to look for assassins.
Assassins? Assassins? How do you spell that, Sarge?
A-S... S... S... Put away the notebook, Constable.
But aren't you going to arrest him, Sarge?
No. This lad is obviously just another of their dupes. Come along. I'm after the big fish.
Give us your money! Hand over your gold!
Your gold!
Look in his pockets!
It's not there!
Give us the gold! It's in his mouth! You let him go!
Mr. Fox will be pleased that I thought of hiding the gold.
Thanks entirely to your inexpressible incompetence. We shall have to revert to our original plan. Come along.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Sergeant.
Now, if you've nothing better to do, perhaps you'd like to help us with our inquiries.
Oh, hello, Mr. Fox. I'm glad your very old friends found you. I told them where you were.
Did you indeed? Yes. I don't know how to thank you. And for Federico Fox to be at a loss for words is, to say the least, somewhat extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Is the way clear? Can we go?
Ah, well now.
Come along, regulations.
One
state
moment,
that
old
business-
boy. You see, Pinocchio, Mr. Cat and I have received a pressing invitation from an even older friend to go and stay with him for a long weekend.
A long weekend.
Oh, how did you hurt your paw, Mr. Cat?
On a
Sharpening a
polybush.
pencil.
Sharpening a
On a
pencil.
polybush.
That's enough, Constable. Come along, gentlemen. This way, please. Come along, please.
And enter a plea of nolli prosequi on the grounds that the judge is unfit to serve by reason of evident insanity.
The last time we tried that, we got an extra 6 months.
Mr. Fox? Mr. Cat? Is that you?
It's the lad. The wooden lad. Give me a paw up. Oh, that's no good. I shall have to stand on your back. Well, if it isn't Pinocchio.
Yes, it is.
I can see that.
But you said it isn't. If it isn't, you said.
Never mind.
I don't know what to do. How can I become a real boy if I don't know where the Wood of Wonder is?
A grave problem indeed.
Please help me, Mr. Fox.
But of course, dear boy, of course. Now, let me see. Yes. I'm sure my old friend would understand if I were to take a little constitutional before luncheon.
Go for a walk, you mean?
Indeed, indeed. Then I could direct you to the Wood of Wonder after all.
Oh, thank you. Oh, can Mr. Cat come too?
Our fractious furry friend. Need you ask?
You're too heavy. You're hurting my back.
Be quiet, Cat. I'm in conference. The only difficulty might be getting past the butler.
The butler?
Yes, my friend's servant. Not to put too fine a point on it, he's locked us in our room.
Oh, is that what butlers usually do?
Yes, he's not unheard of in the circumstances.
But that's not fair.
Don't keep it up any longer.
Be silent, Cat! You should be proud to bear it. Look out!
Mr. Fox, have you hurt yourself?
Pinocchio, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Fox?
Listen carefully. I have a plan.
Well,
Good morning. I've come to see Mr. Fox and Mr. Cat.
oh, why?
I want them to come for a walk with me.
A walk?
Yes, a little constitutional. So I'd like to see them, please.
Well, you can't. Nobody can't see no one, not now.
Get on with it.
Oh, help me! Oh, the pain of it! Oh, my head, my heart, my breast!
That noise!
Come quick, my friend's very ill.
Did you hear what I said? Stop that noise!
He's dying. His nose has turned green.
Get back from the door.
No, Pinocchio! Oh, well done! Exceedingly well done.
He's knocked himself out.
So much the better. Get the gold.
It isn't here.
It must be.
It isn't, I tell you. Come on! He's waking up!
Oh, I wouldn't like to be in your shoes, young fella, me lad.
Silence in court!
I must admit that during the course of this trial, I found it difficult to believe the evidence of my own ears. Seldom in the history of jurisprudence can there have been such a horrendous catalogue of malfeasance, misdemeanor, and felony. You've been rightly found guilty of 1, consorting with notorious criminals, to wit, 1 Federico Fox and his accomplice Cavaliere Cat. 2, conspiracy to defraud a citizen of this realm of her husband's breakfast. 3, receiving stolen property, to wit, 1 apple core, property of the aforesaid citizen. 4, criminal slander, inasmuch as you did accuse a sergeant of the Carabinieri, a policeman of the highest reputation who wouldn't hurt a fly, of being an assassin. 5, unlawful communication with prisoners in jail, to wit, the aforementioned Fox and Cat. 6, in the course of the aforesaid unlawful communication, conspiring to effect the escape from the aforementioned jail of the aforesaid and the aforementioned Fox and Cat. 7, gaining unlawful entry into the aforesaid jail by a trick, thereby causing the jailer to feel extremely silly. And 8, occasioning the aforementioned jailer actual and I dare say, although it is not so specified in the indictment, grievous bodily harm, inasmuch as you did butt him in the bread basket. Now for the best bit, the sentence. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Now, have you anything to say before sentence is passed?
Yes, sir. Please, sir. I didn't mean to, sir.
Ah, oh, I see. And what do you suggest that I should give you?
Well, if you should happen to have a slice of bread and jam in your pocket...
Silence!
It was a very small apple core.
Unfortunately, the maximum sentence I'm allowed to pass on each count is limited by law, so I'm forced to be lenient. This makes me unhappy, since I always thoroughly enjoy watching wretched malefactors, particularly small, helpless ones, squirming in the dock as I pile it on. However, by dint of a little judicious bending of the strictest interpretation of the rules, I'd managed to bring it up to, let me see now, 6 and 4 are 10, and 8 is 18, 8 down, carry 1. Yes, a total term in jail of 48 years. It seems a shame that we can't make it around 50, doesn't it? Are you sure you haven't committed some other little peccadillo, such as walking on the grass or fiddling your income tax or something, just to bring it up that extra couple of years? No? Oh, pity. All right, 48 years. Take him away.
Come on, you.
One moment. Prisoner at the bar. Aren't you going to say thank you before you go?
No, sir. I don't think so, sir.
Excellent, excellent. Criminal ingratitude. I'm sure that's worth a couple of years in any court in the land. 50 years. I shall be able to enjoy my dinner after all.
50 years in prison? But are you sure it's Pinocchio?
Yes, Pinocchio. That's what they called him. Make your mind up to it. You'll never see him again.